There's so many fucking places in this world that is way worse than America. And you want to talk about America's right to bear arms? Eat a
Subscribe to this channel in case you are watching this channel and have not subscribed.
Alrighty, folks, it's all here, right now. A full compilation of all the woke TikToks.
All of them? We're gonna be here for Minsky.
No. Yes. No. Yes.
Do not.
Yes.
Little fellas.
Oh, I was feeling bad. I was feeling bad for him this whole time, but I can't hold it in. I can't hold it in, man. The cringe is too much. Oh my God. Oh. Like I said, I feel bad for him. I do feel bad for him. But boy, that was tough to watch.
Lost his will to live.
I got nothing for you. This is no longer cute. You need to go get a job. Stop being dependent on the public dime. All of you people on TikTok, go get jobs.
I'm still cringed
Become
out.
productive humans. Enter into meaningful relationships. Go do something useful with your lives. Please, for the love of God.
So I have this thing,
Oh, I've seen her so many times.
call it a little quirk, if you will. I have hair in my armpits. I have it
not
there for
on
a
your
few
head.
reasons. 1, lazy. 2, the patriarchy. And 3, your response to them tells me everything I need to know about you.
Don't worry, they're not seeking attention. None of these people are seeking attention. It's amazing. They demand nothing of you, right? This was the argument. Wasn't this always the argument? The argument was they're not demanding. They just want to live life the way they want to live life, except they demand your full acceptance. If you look at people and you say, it's strange that you have decided to shave the front of your head, leave a ponytail, and leave your armpits unshaven while wearing sleeveless shirts, that's my problem? It seems like more it's your problem. Don't demand my attention, and then when I give you the attention, you get very offended by the attention. It's the most childish crap ever. Seriously, it's super childish. It's what my 5-year-old does.
Insubordinate and churlish.
Act like children, be treated like children. Seriously. Here we go.
Unpopular opinion. God is pro-choice. Never in humanity has God stripped us of our ability to choose. We see this in Genesis chapter 2 when God places Adam in the midst of the garden and presents all of his best options to him, but does not remove the most destructive choice. In fact, God commands Adam not to eat of this forbidden tree and does not remove the ability for him to choose it.
Yes.
Bro, yeah, you have the choice. You have the choice to keep your legs closed. You have the choice on who you sleep with. Most of the time. And I understand that there's going to get the pro-lifers. Oh, what about grape? 1%. 1% of abortions are because of that. Eat a dick. But you have a fucking choice. And like that, you have the choice. You have the choice to murder. I don't think God, I don't know, maybe God did let murder happen in the Garden of Eden, but I would assume only for animals. And even then, I don't think so. That's why they gave him fruits and vegetables. I don't know. I don't really know. But he definitely didn't let them murder their kids. That's why did you not hear about Cain and Abel? He didn't have a choice. I mean, he had a choice, but he got punished for it. That was such a reach, man. I hate that. It's my body, my choice. Yeah, you did choose. You did choose. Now you gotta live with the consequences. You can't just you can't go to a casino, walk in, bet all your money, lose it all, and then rob the place. Nope, it's my choice. It's my choice. They took my money. I want to take that back. It's my choice. Fucking like what?
God gives people free will. They can make horrible, sinful decisions. That's the story of Adam.
Adam.
So the idea is that Adam did the right thing, that God wants you to do the wrong thing, that God desperately wants you to violate his commandments and do the wrong thing. I'm noticing she doesn't quote the part of Genesis, same chapter where we talk about the actual commandment to multiply and be fruitful.
Multiply.
And notice that. Also not the part about male and female had created them. I'm selective Bible reading here.
You probably heard multiply and be fruitful, and she was like, oh, God wants us to garden. He wants us to, anything we eat, we gotta put that back in the ground.
Why is this significant? Because God is more concerned with our desire to choose him than he is with the legislation of righteousness. So while God may be grieved at every single abortion, he is equally concerned about the heart posture of the one who has to choose.
The heart posture of the one who has to choose? What is that even? What is a heart posture? If you feel real bad about the abortion, God's okay with it now? Or if you feel like, oh man, I made a choice and I'm real proud of the fact that I chose, God's okay with the abortion now? No, it seems God is pretty much concerned with righteousness. Again, the rest of the Bible being the evidence of this.
You read the Bible, Brett.
Tzedek tirdof, it says in the book of Deuteronomy.
The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides.
Righteousness, righteousness you shall pursue. It doesn't say abortion, abortion you shall pursue, or choice, choice you shall pursue.
With great vengeance and furious anger.
It says to choose life, literally in Deuteronomy. Choose life that you and your children may live.
And you will know my name is the Lord.
So God commands you to make the right choice. He gives you the ability to choose, but then he commands you to make the right choice. Pretending that the choice is more important, the ability to choose is more important than the choice that you make, morally speaking, is of course ridiculous.
Hi there, my name is Sarah. This
What's up,
little
Sarah?
cutie is my son Bennett. As you can see, my son is a white male, so here are some books that I bought to help prevent him from growing up to be awful. Starting out strong, we have C is for consent. Pretty self-explanatory, but it's a picture book that goes into detail about consent with your body, with family.
No thanks.
Because I'm raising a feminist, we've got A is for awesome, 23 inspirational women. Finally, we have Except When They Don't, a book about boys and girls
Well,
liking
called CPS.
whatever they want, regardless of their gender.
Oh, sorry, I'm looking up the number for a child protective service.
Right.
This is a person who has a very clear set of values that she wishes to impart to her child. Her set of values suggests that her son, being white and male, is naturally inclined toward being a terrible, horrible person. And so she must indoctrinate him to believe that males and females are completely fluid categories, and also that white males naturally are going to be rapey. Seems like good times over there. But here's the thing. When you're a parent, you don't get to just bring up your child like they're in a vacuum. You got to pick a value system. So here's a person picking a value system, and it has its downsides.
I feel awful for that kid. I feel awful for that kid. At the same time, I get it. Like, a parent should be able to teach their own values to your kid. But I feel fucking terrible for that kid. And I am so curious on how kids that are growing up with parents like that are actually going to be. Because, you know, like, yeah, she went viral for that picture, I would assume. So how many views did it have? Don't fucking say. But I would assume that it went viral, which means that it's going to encourage a bunch of other parents to do the same fucking thing, to where there's going to be a bunch of kids that are grown up reading these fucking books, thinking that they're inherently bad and that they're rapists and racist and bigots and homophobes and fatphobes, and they're just going to be. I don't really know. I don't really know how that's going to turn out, but I don't think it's going to be good, like, at all. And I would hope that by the time the kid becomes of age and can see through all this bullshit, it'd be like realizing Santa Claus is fake, and that they'll be able to think for themselves. I would expect that's how humans would be able to adapt, but I have no idea, man. It is going to be a really weird world in 20, 30 years when all these kids are grown and they're working in jobs and they're just people we run into, and it's going to be such a weird time.
My girlfriend and I were talking about, hypothetically, if we got married, would you take my last name? Obviously, no, we're feminists. That's not what we're trying to do. But then I was like, okay, so you're going to keep your last name, which is actually, that's actually your dad's last name. So you could take your mom's last name, but that's actually her dad's last name. And
so they're taking their mom's
last
name?
On and on it goes. And I realized there's no such thing as a female last name. Like, they just simply don't exist because patriarchy.
Okay,
Oh,
so let me begin with...
When you don't have any other explanation for your thought process, patriarchy, homophobia, racism, like this fucking, I swear they use these buzzwords just so they can try to find a fucking answer to their illogical thought processes.
I think his girlfriend lives in Canada.
She goes to another school.
I don't believe him that this is a conversation that happened in real life, as he talks about being a feminist on his flamingo sheets. So I don't believe him that he has a girlfriend.
Liar!
And the reason that the woman generally took the father's name is so that the child would take the father's name, which was important because you can establish the maternal lineage of a child by the fact that the child was in mom's body. But it's harder to establish the paternal lineage of a child without the last name being applied to the kid. That's the actual reason why paternal names became a thing.
Patriarchy.
What do you think is the number one contributing factor to global warming?
All that movement.
Agriculture? The fashion industry?
That friction you create.
Something else? I'll tell you a secret. It's the U.S. military. The U.S. military is the world's largest consumer of oil.
This is why I am a firm believer on women aren't funny. I know that's really rude to say, but dog, females think this shit's funny. Like the reason why she's doing all this is because she probably has an audience that watches her, which I'm assuming is predominantly women, that think that this movement is funny. I mean, I guess I'm wrong to judge because men's humor is pretty dumb too from an outsider looking in. But dog, like this is just absurd, man. This is something I could see a toddler watching and not listening to, but just watching. Like, what the fuck?
It's the world's biggest polluter. Our armed forces create 750,000 tons of toxic waste every year. Depleted uranium, jet fuel, pesticides, lead, and other chemicals too. Do you think it's a coincidence that the military emissions are often overlooked by climate studies?
You are the reason why people say white people can't dance. You are single-handedly destroying the white race and putting on a stereotype on us because you want to fucking act like this on TikTok. Stop it.
Stop it. Get some help.
Just stop it.
The Kyoto Protocol. That's why. There are actually very few things we can do that are as environmentally catastrophic as war. I think we all can see the irony that we fight these wars in order to get oil. But if we didn't fight these wars, we wouldn't need the oil. Not as much.
It is so hard to even listen to what the fuck she's saying because I'm just so damn embarrassed, I guess. I don't know. I'm just like lost for words just looking at what the fuck she can think to do next. And it kept getting worse. It kept getting worse.
I will admit to you that watching this person spastically dance while uttering Noam Chomsky talking points is almost hypnotically bad. It is almost hypnotic. I would watch like a full hour of that. Would you not? Come on. Be honest. Watching this person gyrate, like Vincent D'Onofrio having their body occupied by an alien while explaining silliness about how we fight wars for oil, which is strange because we didn't take any of the oil from Iraq. I was amused by that. I will admit. I found that wildly entertaining. I'm a big fan of that one.
No nuance November. Here's everything that's wrong with America. Let's go. Firstly, for context, my name's Emma, I live in Australia, and I have degrees in sociology and law.
Okay, stop for a second.
That means
1,
nothing.
Degree in sociology. You're a professional useless person. 2, you're in Australia. I don't want to hear about your opinions on what's wrong with America. I don't give a shit. I really don't care. Like, you're busily locked down, like for the 900th consecutive day on an island. Like, congratulations to you. Why would I? One of my favorite things about the left is that they think that I give any shit at all about what foreigners think of the United States. Like, I do not care. I could not care less.
Number 1, in a surprise to no one, what's wrong with America? Guns. Y'all are obsessed with your right to bear arms. Here's a concept. I don't give a shit.
The feeling is mutual, lady. Why do I care about your feelings about our right to bear arms? Guns. I don't like your guns. Well, good. You live in Australia. Stay there. No one asked you.
Why is it always TikToks of woke people attacking America? Why? Like, bro, there are so many other countries that are worse. Like the Middle East, bro, they stone bitches still. They stone gays still. Like, dog, there's fucking in Africa, there's I don't know what they're called, but there's like groups of soldiers that go into villages and take kids from their family and kill their family and take these kids to be soldiers for them. There's so many fucking places in this world that is way worse than America. And you want to talk about America's right to bear arms? Eat a dick.
You baby.
We're gonna get it soon, and then we can play. Yay! I'm so excited. We will get to play together when it's done. The shot. We will get to play together when it's done. The shot. We will get to play together.
This is terrifying.
We will get to play together. We will get to play together when it's done. The shot.
Bro, leave it to Miss Rachel. Who the fuck is this?
That
It's a
is
fucking
terrifying.
off-brand Miss
Who made
Rachel.
that? That's terrifying. Okay. It's a person from Instagram. For a second, I thought it was just actually made by the CDC.
Right.
Is there anything less geared toward not scaring children than that? It's like Pennywise the clown. We will get to play together after you get the shot. Here's a shiny balloon. What was that? What was that?
So guys, I met a TikToker and a lot of you guys are saying that she looks like me or something and she makes music, so I thought I would teach her how to howl.
Hi guys.
Hi, do you know how to howl at all? Like, have you ever howled before?
I've howled occasionally.
Okay, show me your best howl.
Okay.
That was something.
Am I doing it? Am I doing it?
You're doing it a little better, yeah.
Okay.
To be fair, that was a pretty good howl. That was a pretty good howl.
Do you want a range?
Yes.
Maybe I'm just fucking weird, but is there something like time limit to make it that's making me want to fucking howl too? I want to howl for some reason.
People thought that one of those people looked like the other one of those people?
I do that.
Are
Like
those
Chris from
people
Mr. Beast?
clinically blind? So it's real cute when your 4-year-olds and 5-year-olds pretend to be dogs and cats and animals. It's way less cute when you're 30 and this is what you do. You spend your mornings
Right.
working at a minimum wage job that you can only get because you've decided to act
Go
like
this lifestyle.
And then you spend your afternoons off the side of a road howling with randos. We are creating full-fledged healthy adults here. Well, folks, that was a lot.
There's no way anyone said that she looked like that other girl. There's no way. If anyone did, it was one person. Because they're what kind of resemblance? They didn't look anything alike. They didn't have the same color hair. They didn't have glasses, or one of them didn't have glasses. Like, there was nothing alike at all. But anyway, it's going to end that video. Please leave a like. If you guys got anything to say about the video, let me know down below. You know, I'll read every single comment. And if you fuck with your boy, would you please give me a subscription? With that said, deuces.
I've been out of my mind lately. I don't need nobody. I've been on my grind, baby. Trying to stack my dollars. Get my cheap and blowing my line.